Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF, bringing you episode 2 of Let's Try the Strategy RPG Regalia of Men and Monarchs by Pixelated Milk, the developer, and apparently the publisher as well. So, hope you guys are doing well, and hope you enjoyed the first episode. It was about an hour long, and quite heavy on the cutscenes. Which is very cool, though, with the, oh, this was crowdfunded. Interesting. But with the cutscenes are voiced, which is very nice. Alright, so today, we have to head to the inn. First, let's look at our quest being updated. Go to the inn. Apparently, you're not entirely alone in this deserted hellhole. Visit the inn. Time to get cracking. Slowly. It's true that Regalia needs you, but first things first. So, completing this will get us 100 XP. Brawler perk, plus 3% damage. Loud and clear. Command can now be used regardless of the line of sight to the target. Ooh. That's a morph. Whatever that is. Quick thinking, plus 4 initiative perk, and vitality plus 100 health perk. Check out the completed quest. Okay. Alright, first steps, very good. And now, if we check town menu, this screen displays your list of all constructible buildings in your current resource pool. One thing, these resources are used both for construction and crafting items, so be smart about spending them, okay? Construction of new buildings can be ordered through selecting an appropriate option in your castle. After being constructed, each building can be upgraded to higher levels, which is often an important requirement to progress in a character's personal bond. This is the building's current level, as 0 means it is yet to be constructed. Press on this icon to see the building's construction and upgrade costs. Nice. So we have a town square, the placeholder inn, a pier, and that is it. And then these other places are yet to be built. Very cool. We have 500 Dilac, or Dilic, which is DLC. I guess that's the gold. No components, gemstones, or glimmer. But we'll get to the diplomacy and codex. Well, I guess we should check it now. Diplomacy. This is the diplomacy screen. Here you can check your reputation with the neighboring nations. Like with personal bonds, increasing your rep will unlock unique faction benefits such as perks, faction reinforcements, and even party members. Cool. Check this out. Wow, 6 different factions that you can ally with and have diplomacy with. That is pretty wild. I'm not going to go through every perk or everything, every level, but that is pretty wild. Lots of features, which is awesome. And then we have the codex. Ooh, we've got some lore here, which is nice. So, shall we get into this a little bit before starting here? Creation myth. In the beginning, there was the first star, one that could not be properly conveyed in language. Suffice to say, it was power. Everything that exists because of the star. But even stars age, and with age, a divine sentience awoke within the star. With each slow and ponderous thought, an abstract concept sprang into reality as the entity's godly dreams defined shape of things to come. But the star was a paradox, both young and ancient, curious and all-knowing, fleeting and perpetual. Unable to exist within this duality, the star was torn apart by the paradox, and from its remains sprung 2 primordial beings, Lysos, the gilded flame, born from the star's last life-bearing spark, and Lavros, the argent lord, born from its dead ashes. Lysos stood for creativity, youth, and life, the very primal embers that once raged within the star. Lavros was his opposite, for in him the cold, millennia-old wisdom of the cosmos took shape. They were the first sun and the first moon, the first universal antitheses, long before such concepts became tangible bodies in the sky. Today, people know them as the primordials. The twins awoke to an incomplete reality, its groundwork laid in waking dreams of the first star, an unfinished play ripe for a finale. Both held a different opinion on how they should proceed, At the same time, both agreed that it was a conundrum meant to be resolved on grounds different than pure metaphysics. Thus, the physical world was called into existence, and each twin took a half as personal domain, perfecting it according to their own philosophies. In these domains, immortal supplicants were brought to life, part subjects, part helpers, molded from the primordial's own essences. Inevitably, the futility of this split became painfully apparent. As time and space shrunk, so did the twins' mutual tolerance. Soon the agreement was deemed unsatisfactory. The primordials began to compete in endless contests of skill across their carefully crafted realms, now arenas for their never-ending dance of one-upmanship. As their rivalry progressed, a spark of jealousy awoke within Lavros. He craved what he had glimpsed in his counterpart's domain, the pleasant warmth, the creative euphoria, and most of all, the passion that burned within Lysos' supplicants. For while Lysos' helper children exhibited true emotions, Lavros' progeny remained cold-hearted, indifferent beings, not but inspired automatons, devoid of joyous expression. Unable to deal with his growing resentment, Lavros struck down Lysos in a fit of rage. A terrible apocalyptic war broke out, with both brothers marshaling their supplicants into vast forces of destruction. Cataclysm rippled across the landscape, unmaking most of the twin primordials' designs, never to be restored. In the end, Lavros prevailed, slaying Lysos. Some say his inherited wisdom gave him an advantage over Lysos' innate naivety. Others attribute it to the fact that he was the one to deal the first blow, thus breaking equilibrium. Whatever the reason, the Argent Lord achieved unquestionable victory. As the first sun fell, darkness descended upon the land, and with it, an eldritch, hateful winter engulfed the world. For the first time since the dawn of the universe, Lavros was truly alone, and it horrified him. Overcome by shame, he scattered his brother's remains to the wind, deeming himself unworthy of his memory. In an act of penance, he left to wander the stars, leaving behind the moon as observed today, a pale beacon in the night sky to guide him home when he finally completes his journey, or so it is believed. With both primordials absent, their creation was left to face destiny alone, and destiny was not kind. The long winter had begun. One of the scripts of the Pragvamata, author unknown. That's really cool. Creation myth. We won't read all of these right now. We could probably look at Griffith and then go from there. These stars will let us know what we read and what we didn't. Rover, this is likely going to turn into one of the many favors that I'll be unable to repay you, but if there's one thing that was never lacking between us, it's trust. And so, although we are split on the matter, I ask for exactly that, trust. I understand your concerns about the Cadwallon boy well. He's spirited, reckless, and foolhardy. A boy like him should care about discipline first and swordplay second, lest he loses his very head. You'd probably mutter that the world needs its cobblers and stable hands too, and I'd probably nod. Probably. But here, for the life of me, I can't just agree. It's not even a matter of honoring old loyalties or reliving my own dumb youth. True, there is little to admire about him, his frail physique, bad reflexes, and shoddy stance. Yet whenever I look upon him, I see the same flawless thing, spirit. The bright, vibrant light of life, unblemished by cynicism or defeats, pure and fair no matter how hard one gets knocked down. Fighting, like any skill, is about repetition and refinement, but this you cannot teach. Heck, I wish my own son would grow to be even half as resolute as young Griffith. Like I mentioned before, I have already decided to take the boy as my squire. All I'm asking for is to give him a chance. Let him study under you for a couple of months, and you'll see I wasn't wrong. Dunstan. A letter sent by Sir Dunstan Lauren to Sir Rover of Mowbray. Very cool. So we'll get into this more as time goes on. Let's, we've unlocked a new codex entry, okay? We'll just click that. We'll check that stuff out next time. Let's head to the placeholder inn. There is no cow level.
This is the place, young master.
Welcome to the placeholder. Can I get you something?
Loka.
Hello.
Well met. We would like to speak with the esteemed owner of this fine establishment. Post haste.
You're weird. Mister, why does your friend speak like a weirdo?
Gods, Griffith, you just can't reel it in, can you? I'm sorry, we don't want anything, thanks. Can we speak with the owner?
Sure. What do you need?
Wait, I think I'm not getting through. The owner, as in the guy who owns this place?
Yep.
And that's you?
Yep.
But you're like, what, 12?
Yep.
All right, Griffith, you win. Lend me a hand here.
You're the owner, then.
Are you guys slow or something?
What about that menacing gentleman behind the counter?
Him? That's my dad. He works here.
And?
And co-owns the place, I guess.
Aha! Thank you. That's what we wanted to hear.
Weirdos.
Greetings.
Baz.
Are you the owner of this inn? I am Kay of House Lauren. I wanted to inform you that I will, be rebuilding. Please stop staring at me like that. You're freaking me out. So, the weather's nice, yes? Come on, give me something to work with. Pretty please? Oh, for the love of...
He won't answer, you know.
What?
Baz never speaks.
What do you mean he never speaks? He can't speak?
Dunno. Haven't ever heard him utter a word.
How does he manage to run a tavern?
That girl over there, Rilka, his daughter. She is his lips for all it's worth.
I noticed he's a little... intense.
Yeah, that's Baz, staring the crap out of people, one customer at a time.
And you are?
Shichirochi, or just Shichi. I used to fight in the war, and that's where I met Baz.
Which war?
Does it really matter? Well, we're veterans, good sirs, spending our retirement running an inn in the ass end of nowhere.
Are you also an owner?
No. I like to think of myself as a permanent guest who doesn't pay for his drinks. And sometimes sleeps in the basement.
So you're a bum.
I like that, pauldron he's wearing.
Hey, some of us quit the war with dignity. Me, I got a hole in my wallet. Also gonorrhea.
Oh boy.
I see. I take it that the inn doesn't get many visitors.
Nope. Supposedly, once upon a time, these crossroads were an oft-traveled trade route. That castle over yonder, heart of Regalia, the jewel of Reshitul, blah, blah, blah. Long gone now, only roaches and rubble.
I'm Kay of House Lauren. Ascalia once belonged to my family.
Oh, yeah? Indeed. You're here to fix things a bit, boy?
More or less, yes.
Hear that, Baz? We got a king over here. Business will flow again. Well, that's nice and all, but I'm afraid you'll be having some problems getting people to resettle.
How so?
It's because of the beast! They're afraid of the beast! Ah!
What manner of beast are you talking about, young lady?
They say it's got 3 heads, and its eyes are like fire, and it shoots acid out of its rear!
Truth be told, no one knows. But it's true. Something stalks the woods, cutting animals. People are afraid of it. They say they can feel its eyes on their necks as they travel through the forest. Now, I've heard that even elves steer clear of these parts.
Yet nobody has ever actually seen this beast.
Nope.
Sounds like a myth, no?
Indeed.
Yeah, Well, myth or not, it scares people. Besides, you're the top dog around here now, laddie. If anybody should be worried about this, it's you.
Will you be slaying the beast, good sirs?
Indeed we will. If it truly exists, we shall restlessly scour the land until we manage to plant a sword in its squishy yet monstrous forehead.
What?
Oh, it's so exciting! Can you drop by later and tell us how it went? Papa loves stories. Right, Papa?
On my honor.
Well then, good luck, laddie. Happy hunting. I'll be raising a mug here, hoping for your, non-demise.
Now, wait a minute.
Alright, seems like we've got a quest. Good news, it's not a complete ghost town. Bad news, a terrifying creature known as the Beast draws new people away. Though guided largely by hearsay and rumor, Kay resolves to find and put an end to this beast. Okay, so, looks like we head back to Castle Lauren. Loka, Baz, and Shichiroji. Quests have been updated. Find the beast. Some kind of monster is terrorizing the area. Go to the unassuming glade. New characters have arrived at your town. Oh. We have bonds with Shichiroji. Unlocks perks and stuff. Increases chances of finding rare and unique rewards during a fishing day. And Loka. Baz and Loka. Increases Dillik gained by all sources by 15%. Alright, very cool. Personal bonds. Town, okay. Alright, so what if I click this, I wonder? Press the number keys to adjust overall combat speed. Oh, the pier. Huh, I guess we don't have fishing set up. Okay, let's go to Castle Lauren. Venture forth. What is this? Oh, to the town. Family tree. Let's check out the family tree. Main branch. Cadet branch. We'll have to get into this. We'll read the first four. Spencer Taysol Lauren. Magically inclined and proficient in various forms of alchemy, Taysol was a noble spirit who put the good of the fellow man above the trappings of fame and recognition. Indeed, it is speculated that he managed to keep the knowledge of his exploits even from the fellow members of the royal family. Quite likely this is why much of his life story remains unknown today. Sophin Lauren. Some want to be the man, others, like Sophin did, aspire to be the man behind the man. Despite being plagued by illness throughout much of his adult life, he insisted on remaining strong, if not pompous, even in the direst of circumstances. It is said that his battles were never fought, merely won, and even today his reputation as a master commander and cunning strategist lives on. Cadet branch. Lauren, the profound exercise in what happens when parents get tired of naming their children. Other than his unusual name and a couple of weird mentions in the chronicles, much about him appears to be lost to the fog of the ages. Gamage Lauren was born the second son of Duke Ilson Lauren, and thus not in line to inherit the throne. Since his father had no real expectations for him, he was allowed to explore his own interests, and explore he did, venturing equally into sagely tomes and elegant archery, the latter of which would come to use in his self-imposed mercenary career. In a twist of fate, however, that he would find himself outliving his brother, who tragically lost his life during a skirmish. Gamage had no other choice but to return to the kingdom, bringing many of his mercenary friends along to act as his royal guard. He ruled his domain well, and in his later years was known as much for his scholarship as he was known for his skill with a bow. Pretty cool, so we'll get to the rest of them as time goes on. Let's go talk to Gwendolyn first. And, we can talk to Griffith as well.
Oh, great.
So now we have some vaguely threatening beasts to worry about? Yep. Holy cow, these people are so gullible.
On my honor.
If that beast truly exists, I say we find it out before it deals any more damage. Besides, nothing lifts men's spirit as flawlessly as the sight of an evil beast slain. Assuming it exists. Alright, let's venture forth. You must gather your party. Cool, bunch of party members. Okay, we have Kay and Griffith. Venture forth. There's no fixed patterns to your actions in a turn. You can move or attack in any order. World map. Wow, this is pretty wild too. Traveling around the Rashtil Expanse. This is the general overview of the Expanse. From here you can journey between dungeons, event spots, and various other relevant points of interest. Traveling between two neighboring locations always consumes one in-game day. Entering dungeons will reserve a fixed amount of days, dependent on the dungeon's size. Should that number be lower than the number of days until a plot important deadline, you'll be unable to enter the dungeon. Not all dungeons are available right off the bat. To unlock them, you will first need to complete the preceding dungeons in a given region. Don't wander around aimlessly, though. Time is probably the most precious resource in Regalia. Got it. This is your in-game calendar. Every year consists of 9 months, each composed of 4 weeks, each week in turn composed of 7 days. Okay. So, this is a map. Wow. Very cool. Rashtil Expanse. We're going to, takes 3 days to explore. Unassuming glade. Nothing exciting ever happens here, really. And it takes 1 day to get there. Okay, cool. Beautiful. 3 days to explore. Oh, nice. Look at this. Every dungeon contains 3 kinds of nodes. Combat nodes. These involve battling with the region's unfriendly denizens. Any party members that are defeated during battle will be rendered unavailable until you visit a camp node or leave the dungeon. Adventure nodes. These will engage your party in short, choose-your-own-adventure text quests, some of them granting rewards and branching out into follow-up quests. Camp nodes. These are small, free-roaming zones where you can gain bonus personal bond points with your party members, revive KO'd combatants, and save your game mid-dungeon. These are also the only nodes you can visit multiple times in a single dungeon run. Keep in mind that locked nodes cannot be accessed until you have cleared the neighboring nodes. Got it. So we have a battle here. A somewhat serene spot. Clearly nothing can go wrong. Enter the node. This is cool. Lots of really neat strategy features. Your firewalls don't have to be boring. Press tab while targeting to rotate any placeables spawned.
So what exactly are we doing here, Griffith?
Looking for the beast.
And why are we doing this?
To end its reign of terror and bring peace to the land.
And what are our chances of the supposed beast appearing?
Well, since we are in fact chatting casually in the middle of a seemingly lifeless forest, given the laws of narrative probability, I would say... It happens now! Get ready, young master! What the hell?
That our beast, Griffith?
No, there's no way.
You were saying?
On second thought.
Alright, another ambush, this time by someone. Defeat the beast. Start battle. Alright, so, let's see here. Oh, the beast. Rage, Whirlwind, Pounce, Bloodlust. Does a lot of damage. No physical resist though. 15% dodge, 5 movement. Alright, so I'm gonna place Griffith probably there. No, I should place him there. Whoops. Griffith can... I don't know. Yeah, I think this is probably best. The Tigers of Wrath are wiser than the horses of instruction. Okay, here we go. Nice, perfect. Enraged, empowered, fleet.
Leave this to me.
Activation order. Have you noticed that this weird looking lady activated before you? How about we use this opportunity to explain some advanced combat mechanics, Activations take place in a strict order defined by the combatant's initiative value. While initiative remains a fixed value, there are numerous other ways to influence that order. A new turn begins when all combatants finish their activations. You can check your current turn's activations order here. Okay. So let's see. I think we should go ahead and empower homie here.
Watch this.
And just move up a little bit.
For great justice!
Empower Griffith, who can then dynamic entry, which is very nice. 72% chance of hitting only.
For great justice!
Boom, 325. That was nasty. Maybe we should even blitz. No, we'll save up that point for finishing touch next turn. End activation. Inspire. Oh. Whirlwind. Dodged. Authority points are a shared resource pool which can be spent to use blitz or execute ultimate skills. The party generates 1 AP at the start of every turn. A maximum of 5 AP can be stored at any given time. A combatant can use blitz after performing their action, enabling them to act again. Using blitz costs 1 AP. Alternatively, AP can be spent to unleash a combatant's ultimate skill. However, these game-changing abilities are as powerful as they are expensive. Each use of an ultimate costs 2 AP. Current amount of authority points. Find blitz here. Got it. Okay, so pull yourself together. That's his ultimate. Let's actually just shoot. Bang. And let Griffith
Hey, jackpot!
use the finishing touch.
Let us strike!
This is nasty. Hope we don't miss with it though. Oh, always hits. Minus 398 to 478. Wow.
No wonder!
Boom. 713. Oh my gosh. 25 XP. Wow. Wicked. Oh, to rotate any placeable spawned by your skills.
The fabled beast appears to have slowed down.
She doesn't look like a bandit, or a beast for that matter. Why would she be terrorizing the locals?
I do not think we can expect civil reasoning from her, sire. I would suggest caution in your attempts to communicate.
You win.
Signy.
You speak!
There are no words between predator and prey, yes? In defeat, our roles are reversed. If words are shared, it shall be so, by your choosing.
What?
Are you the beast that stalks Rashtil?
Rashtil? Such a name is unknown to me. You speak of names that impose boundaries, but these are not mine. We share a sky, but the boundary is not mine. The mark is not mine. The territory is not mine.
I understood nothing.
Neither did I.
Packs, tribes, kin, rights. The Kelra way, our way, my way. To overcome enemies, we become beasts in spirit.
I guess that explains the outburst. Sort of.
Indeed.
There is strength in such bonds, as in all bonds born out of respect. We take only what is given and never force our way.
I still cannot make heads or tails of what you're saying.
The beast chooses the man, and the man accepts the beast. But it is a process, not an act. Something to claw and strive for. For many days and many nights, many moons that come and go. But the exact count is meaningless. One cannot return without finding the right beast.
So unless I'm getting utterly confounded here, you're saying you are searching for your beast.
Yes,
And this search brought you here.
just so.
I have never heard about this tribe of yours, these Kelra.
The turtle and the eagle both share a sky. But though the turtle wonders about the clouds, he will never take flight, yes?
Huh?
It is a color unknown to your kind, much as yours is unknown to mine.
Is she really the same girl who just tried to rip our throats out? But anyway, what does all of this mean? I am sorry, but I can't allow you to run around the woods anymore. I am a lord of sorts of these lands, and I could really use some popular support. You aren't helping, you know. You need to leave.
Then we are at odds. But as the victor, you are within rights to request so, if that is your will.
What would happen if you were to abandon your right and go back home?
My siblings would devour me whole.
Oh boy.
Figuratively speaking?
No.
Oof.
Young master?
I know what you're about to ask me, Griffith, and I'm not sure I'll like it.
Come now, we all follow our oaths, and hers seems to be of great import. To her, at the very least.
Well, we're in the middle of something ourselves, remember? You're asking me to put her own good above ours.
No, I am asking you to be the man your father thought you would always be.
Which is...
The better man.
Eh.
Sire,
Damn you, Griffith. What if we made a deal?
The predator does not barter with prey.
he does not want you to be his prey. He wants you to be his partner.
Your lion speaks yet confuses. Elaborate.
Lion?
Come with us. We'll give you shelter and resources, and hopefully it'll help you find your beast.
A cage of wood and stone yields no answers.
That may be so, but you won't have to stay in one. As a member of my retinue, I expect people to honor your special outdoor privileges. And, small eccentricities. Emphasis on small.
No doubt you would price this favor in my strength, yes? What for?
You heard it yourself. We need all the hands we can get to rebuild the city. I am sure Master K would be very pleased with such a capable warrior as yourself.
I see. Then the boon is granted, and so I will join your pack. I shall follow the duckling and the lion so that together we may fulfill our oaths.
Duckling? Really? Why do I get a duckling while you get to be a lion?
I have absolutely no idea.
Now, the girls. I have a feeling this'll take a long while to explain to Gwen.
Alright, in a surprising turn of events, the beast of Rashtil turns out to be a ferocious young woman named Signy. After a confusing attempt to communicate, Signy agrees to aid Kay in exchange for help with her trials, or rather her search for a totemic animal. With the matter of the beast resolved, it's time to report back to the grandfather. Okay, then we have node cleared. Green mark, a cloistered copse that could probably serve as a decent camping site. Enter node. Aside from your town, camp nodes are the only place where you can save your game. Clicking on the save icon will enable you to access the save menu. Got it. While camp nodes can be visited multiple times, you can only revive your KO'd characters once per camp node, and not necessarily on your first visit. To do that, click on the bed icon. Got it. Your quests have been updated. Report back to Castle Lorne. Everything went better than expected. Return to Castle Lorne with the news. New characters. You've unlocked a new codex entry. Signy. 7 children. Arbron had 7 children. 4 girls, 3 boys. 7 bright stars of destiny. In time they would grow rich in fur and long in step. In time they would join him in the hunt, and the pack celebrated, for the future seemed secure. In the end, Arbron was the fiercest of them all. If it only seemed natural that his progeny would follow in his tracks. But as seasons passed, Arbron's head became heavy with ominous worry. All Kelra move and sing and fight and live and die, but not all die the same way. Some die marked with failure, and Arbron felt dread. Sadr and Kialar were his eldest. Their beasts had manifest early, and when time came, their summons ring true. Twice was honor bestowed upon the pack, but the third never came. There was no guidance, no song, no singular call to obey. The aspects were silent. A Kelver without a beast strikes out of unison. A Kelver without a beast harms the pack. The ancestors had ordained so. Never shall a Kelver return from their pilgrimages without finding the beast. Defiance would invite death, and Arbron knew that. So Arbron took his 3rd child and forbid her to return. Her pilgrimage would continue indefinitely. Your life, he said, is your treasure. Find the beast. Find it, but live. Live. Only then will you reach your meaning. Only then shall you become a Kelra. But that is a different story, and it has not yet found its ending yet. A Kelra tale is recounted by an unknown Kelra, Temerian Arlethine, vagrant extraordinaire. It's the story of Signy. New characters will fight at your side. Ooh. Signy. Nice damage. She's got Kelra claws, 5% damage. A Kelra needs no implements to prevail. Still, extra claws are always welcome. 250 more to level up the party. She's got 5% physical penetration, 5% thunder penetration. No physical resist, 15% dodge, 30 initiative, 725 health. Now can we check her skills? She's got pounce, leaps through the air, ignoring obstacles which do not block line of sight. Nice. Deals 60% of base damage as physical to targets adjacent to the landing zone. The prey is unsuspecting. Good. Whirlwind deals 90% of base damage as thunder to all targets in range. Applies thunder for 1 turn. Wait, that red mist was personed? Enrage deals damage equal to 15% of Signy's current health as physical to herself. Applies empowered and fleet for 2 turns. Always angry all the time. Savage Roar deals 30% of base damage as pure damage and applies panicked for 1 turn to all enemies in range. Always hits. Con. Massacre randomly targets up to 4 enemies in range, deals 70% physical with each strike, strikes 4 times, may hit 1 target multiple times. Does man become wild if all rationality is taken away from him? Neat. She is quite powerful. Okay, so we can, I guess, save the game here. We'll make create a new save game. Let's talk to Signy. You are aware of your fearsome reputation in these parts, I assume. My pilgrimage brought no harm upon your kin. A Kelra pursues revelation, not slaughter. Perhaps. I do not intend to question that. The fact remains, however, that some have already denounced you as a local menace. Some may even come after you. Let them come. It matters not. Theirs are but words, empty and without sting, like a buzz of a bumblebee. Let them come. You're with us now. We'll handle this together. Just so, there is strength in unity. The duckling is wise to acknowledge that.
May your totem guide you.
For now, let us continue our journey, yes? Okay. Griffith?
On my honor.
Ready to march at your command, young master. Alright, we'll save again just to, Alright, the new saves are up here. Cool, so let's check the reputation if we can. Chapter objectives. Help and settings. What are the chapter objectives? There are no current chapter objectives. Game menu. There we go. Personal bonds. Did we do anything with Signy? Personal bond is ready to level up. Spend time with this character to improve the bond. Lilka has none. Shichiroji, Griffith. So Signy, we actually leveled up. Alright, let's hit the rest. Resting here will revive your defeated party members. You can do this only once per campsite. Let's go back to the dungeon. We have no knocked out party members. Hold Alt during battle to bring up every combatant's health, shields, and status. Press the right mouse to cancel, exit, and undo stuff, all stuff, anywhere. Some abilities cannot miss ever. Use that against particularly nimble enemies. You may have had... Oh, in search of the beast, you may have found Signy, but so have they. Interesting. See how long we've been playing. Oh, 41 minutes, guys. I did not even realize. I'm going to call it here. We will get into this next time, so... Excuse me. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're digging the Let's Try thus far. Appreciate your viewership. Be well, live well, stay well, guys, and much love and peace and joy to all of you. I hope you'll continue to join me here. Lots more fun to be had. Checking out this game, which has a ton of features. Very cool strategy type features. And, yeah. Hope to see you in the next one. And I'll see you guys then. So, until then, peace.